This is Kirk Sinclair, the hiking humanitarian, and I'm speaking with Judy Dixon, who is the Executive Director of the Pike County Outreach Council of Churches. And I have 3 questions for you, Judy, that our listeners will be eager to find out about. One is, how did the Outreach Council of Churches start? The second question is, why have the number of people that you've served grown exponentially recently, since 2007 in particular? And what do you do to help those people?
The Outreach Council started in 1968 when our community members, as well as our churches, realized there was a need in our community. So we began in 68. The main group of people who started the incorporation were the St. Mary's Catholic Church, First Presbyterian Church, Grace United Methodist Church, and Pike and Jasper Methodist Church. So these people got together and said, we need help in our community, and over the years have looked for whatever events or things that have happened. Like, for instance, we started trash pickup, or we started a canning center. We've done all kinds of interesting things over the last 44 years. In recent years, we have decided on 4 topics. One was feeding the hungry, housing the homeless, helping in emergencies, and trying to keep people in their homes. We do this through our food pantry, which is the last 7 years has just grown. Part of the problem is Pike County has the highest unemployment in the state of Ohio. Currently, it's at 14.3% officially, so you know it probably has to be 20%. Part of the reason for that is that we had a local company that went out of business, which meant at least 400 households in Pike County lost their jobs. So our economy, there aren't other jobs to replace those jobs. And so we've been struggling over the last years to do that. More and more people are coming into the pantry because they're running out of food. And as people learn about our pantry, then they come. There's people who never even knew we existed, who are now coming once a week to get food. So our numbers have just jumped 200 and some % in the last 5 years. In addition to food, we also help people with small amounts of money towards utility bills, medicine, birth certificates, all those emergencies that people have in their lives. Then we also have a homeless shelter, which we opened in 1997. We actually opened in March of 97 when there was a flood in Pike County. We opened a little bit early because there was some flooding and we needed to have a place for people to stay.
Okay, now you mentioned that one of the reasons for the exponential growth is, businesses closing. Is there any other new demographic of people you're seeing and helping these days?
We see more and more senior citizens. According to Feeding America, senior is 60 and above. So we're seeing a lot more people in that age group. And that age group does not like to ask for help. And they're reaching the point now where they have to come in and get food every week. Additionally, there's many more seniors who are taking care of their grandchildren. So not only are we seeing more seniors, we're seeing more children because they're staying with grandparents. Other people there might be people who've coming in who have been in the service, and therefore they're needing help now that they're back home and there aren't jobs at home. So we have people from the military who are now coming in. A lot of people who are, some military people end up at the homeless shelter, as well as the issue with people who have been incarcerated and have no place to go. We live in southern Ohio, where there's a lot of drug issues as well, so we do see more people who have been affected by that.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing that with us, Judy.
You're welcome. It's really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. This is Kirk Sinclair, the hiking humanitarian.